Dr. Elsie Kruiwagen, a specialist researcher at the ARC WIMP. We were doing a project in collaboration with the Water Research Commission where we were looking at the production of mycorrhizal fungi for farmers at a small scale. So mycorrhizal fungi are beneficial fungi that lives on the roots of most of land plants. The largest group of the mycorrhizal fungi are the arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi. These fungi form associations with about 80% of land plants. Now, the benefit to the plants are increased water and nutrient uptake by the plants, while the fungus will receive some carbon sugars from the plant. Now, arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi occur worldwide, and you can find it in your own backyard. The best place to find these is in an undisturbed piece of soil where there's natural vegetation. This should preferably not be an area that has been farmed previously, as there is a larger chance of having pathogens in the soil in those areas. The starter soil can be collected from underneath natural vegetation that has been undisturbed. You clear away the plants on the top of the soil and dig down for about 25 centimeters, collecting as many fine roots as possible. For stony soil, you can sieve it to get rid of the large stones. Then you can use either trap pot or a trap trench system. So for a trap trench, you will dig a hole in the ground for about 1 meter long by 50 centimeters wide and 50 centimeters deep. This will be lined with plastic bag that must be perforated for drainage. For a trap pot system, you can use pots of about 5-liter volume, and if you are using a bucket, drill holes in the bottom of the bucket for good drainage. Containers should be filled with soil or a growth medium, or even a combination of both. If you add compost, do not add more than 1/5 of compost to the pots. The starter soil that was collected in the bush should then be added to the top 10 centimeters of the pots and the trap trench. Now we need to plant our trap seedlings. To produce the mycorrhiza, we need to grow them on living plants. This means we need a trap crop. What works very well is Bahia grass, also called Paspalum notatum. You can also use a variety of other plants, but you should make sure that these plants will not produce seed too quickly, as the seed can become weeds in your soil when you are planting later on. So the seedlings are then planted in the trap trench or the pots, and they are being watered and weeded as needed. You do not need to add any fertilizer to this, and then they need to grow for about 3 months. After 3 months, your inoculum will be ready to use. You need to stop watering the plants about 2 weeks before you want to use it. The plant will then die off, and you can cut off the top part of the plant. This will also trick the fungus, your mycorrhiza, into forming spores, which is your inoculum that you will be using. After the pots have dried out completely, you remove the roots from the pot and cut them into about 1 centimeter pieces. These roots are then mixed back into the soil, and this is used as your inoculum when you are planting your plants. So if you are planting seedlings, you can just make a hole, add about 1 cup of inoculum into the hole and plant your seedling and fill up the hole. If you are using seeds, you can make a furrow in the soil. Just add a small line of the inoculum into the furrow and plant your seeds as normal. After planting, you can just water and fertilize the plants as normal, although you should use less fertilizer, as the mycorrhiza will grow better if there is a little bit of a shortage of nutrients. Very few plants cannot form associations with mycorrhiza, and these include the Brassicaceae, Amarantaceae, Caryophyllaceae, and Chenopodiaceae. This means all the cabbages, sugar beets, and Swiss chard cannot form associations with mycorrhiza, but other than these, almost all of our agricultural crops can form associations with these wonderful beneficial fungi and can help your crops to grow better, faster, and healthier.